Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bordeaux. I am alone right now. I do not have my co host with me. He is off doing things with other people right now. So you will have to forgive me if I'm not as upbeat or as active as I usually am. And for anybody that's watched, you can pretty much tell I'm the more quiet one of the two of us. And that's fine. But I do want to say apologies in advance for any pauses that may happen in between. I'm not really used or accustomed to this, so it's gonna be a different kind of energy today. Anyways, over the past few videos that we've done, we've talked about things that we want to do, futures for this. Our last one was a hour and like 12-minute talk about mental health and all that. Um, for like anybody that's watched the videos up until now, you can kind of see that there is a different dynamic between the both of us. And I know he will probably very much will see this. So, brother, if you are watching this, hello. I want to say that everything that is said in here is in goodwill, but I feel like, as this says, a solo story time is something that needs to be said. It's nothing bad. It's nothing mean. It's just me talking to you and to everybody else about me and about what I want out of this. So here we go. For the three people that would probably ever watch this until something ever happens, you don't know me. For anybody that does watch this that knows me, you do. But you don't know me, how I really am. And I'm probably gonna be leaving some stuff out of this because a lot of people will see it. And most of the stuff that I'd say I probably would say in my own time, which I probably will do after this. But I want to get my whole side of this that I want to do. The me, not the us, not even the channel, not the future, but the me right now and what I want. For the majority of my life up until this point, I have always wanted to see other people strive and other people do better than me and other people to achieve the things that they want to and do the things that makes them happy even if I do get left in the dust. And brother, if you are watching this, you very much are one of those people. I know you want me to do better. I know you want me to get better, and I know you want me to grow socially and all those other things, and that is very fine. But as probably wrong as it is, I am very content with how things are. I never expected a lot from anybody, or from myself, or life in general, and I honestly don't know if I ever will. But I do appreciate everything that you do. I don't know how you speak to others behind my back. I don't. Nor do I know how other people view me behind my back either. But that's life. I know there were times when I was angry and talked negatively about all my friends when I had them, and I apologize for that. But that's not the main topic of this. The main topic is me and what I want from this, because I've been asked the question a bunch of times, especially from my brother. Do I really want to do this? Is this something that I want to do? Is this something I could see myself doing for 10, 12 years, or however long I decide to do it? The answer to that question for a long time was no. I couldn't. Because I couldn't get over the fact that I had to basically put myself in a situation like this where I had to voice myself or be upbeat or be very like, yeah, power or whatever. Because that's not me. It's not who I am. It's never been who I was. I was always the quiet one, the one that always hung out in the back, whether it was in school or home, work, really does not matter. I was always the one who just kind of hung out in the back and just kind of did whatever. There was no real, hi, it's me, how you doing? It was always just, here I am, But do I want to change that? Of course I do. Don't get me wrong, I would love to do this as a job, more than anything. The ability to do whatever you want, whenever you wanted, and not have to worry about people telling you that you can't, dealing with bosses and a bunch of other things. But, I mean, if you're typing, I'm doing something right now that will one day happen. Right now, I'm setting something up because I feel like, despite it all, this will help me in the long run. Even if I don't see that it will. And I can live with that. I honestly can. And I know I'm getting off topic and all that, but honestly, can you blame me? Something like this isn't very, very easy to do. Never has been. And I honestly don't think it ever will be until I get more comfortable with how I am or who I am. I'm a very quiet person. I'm a very emotional person. I am the best friend. The person who's always there if you need them. The person who's always there to be a shoulder to cry on. The person who will help you even if I get left behind. I've always been that way. And trying to not be that way, honestly, just does not happen. I can't, no matter how hard I try. And over the years, I've tried to pretend that I never was this way. And honestly, it's done me more harm than anything. So, doing YouTube was and will probably never be about money. It will never be about fame. It will honestly never be about recognition either. I could care less if I get 10 subs or 10 million. I could honestly care less. And I know I say this now, and you can quote me now, and if it ever does get there, you can quote me then. I will not care. The only thing that I will care about is if what I'm doing has helped somebody, anybody, even if I never meet you, to realize that there's a better way to get the things you want and do the things that you dream of. There is a better way to do it. You do not have to be sad. You do not have to be alone. You do not have to feel hurt and feel like nobody cares, that nobody wants to talk to you. We touched about this in the mental health video a little bit. If you haven't watched that, I suggest you do, but it is an hour and some change long, so be prepared for a really, really long video. And as a lot of you probably noticed, we don't edit these, mainly because we do not know how. But we're slowly trying to figure it out, slowly learning. There's a lot of other things that we're trying to do as well, but I might get into a few now, or I might wait till he's here so we can both talk about it, but I don't know. We'll just see how this goes. But I want to do this because I want to help people avoid how I felt some odd years ago, and honestly how I still feel sometimes now. And it's not a good feeling to feel that way. Waking up every day wishing that you wouldn't, or waking up and not understanding your emotions because you refused to feel them for so many years that now that they're showing up, you don't know how to handle it, and always being asked, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? And you just don't know the answer because you don't have an answer. Or when you're asked, what's on your mind? And you don't know. Every time I'm asked, hey, what's on your mind? I genuinely do not know. I really don't. Like, I look like something's on my mind all the time. I look like something's bothering me all the time. And sometimes there is, but more times than not, there isn't. It's just how I am. It's how I become, I should say. after being through a lot, you just kind of default into being like, whatever. And people will look at you and they're like, there's something wrong, but I don't know what. Why aren't you saying anything? And it's like, if you can find the answer, you can tell me. Because not even I know the answer to that. It's just a very difficult thing to deal with sometimes because you want to give people answers because you want them to feel better and to not worry, but you yourself cannot make the answers come because not even you know what they are. And I know I'm trailing off and I'm seriously trying not to, but it's kind of hard. I'm going to try and stay on topic this time. I'm sorry for anybody who's seeing this and getting like sad. That's not my intention. But that is my goal for this is I don't care if I ever blow up. Can't say the same if Matt wants that. If he does, good for him. I hope it does, and then if it does, I'll gladly step to the side and let him take the reins. It will not bother me at all. But if it doesn't, that's also fine by me. As long as what I'm saying and what we do has helped one person not feel bad about themselves and not feel like everything that they do is wrong, then I consider that a great success. I really do. Because it is not a good feeling to wake up and feel all these negative things when you just want to be happy. So that's my goal. It is to make people laugh, be happy, and forget about their problems. And to hopefully help people solve some of their problems. Because you can't do it alone. They say you can, but you can't at the same time. Because you can handle the problems alone. You can attempt to understand the problems alone. But to solve them, sometimes you need help. And that's not something you can do by yourself. So that's my goal, is to help people understand that you can come here, laugh, cry, get mad. I do not care. If it makes you feel better, I call it a win. I do, sincerely. And I'm fine with that. I really am. I just want people to have a place to watch every day or every other day or whatever it is that we put on here to be like, man, I don't feel really up to myself today. You can come here and you can watch our deep logic videos or deep talk videos like this or sad videos, happy ones, whatever that we do, and make yourself feel better. Because doing that will make me be happy. I mean, I'll be happy regardless, but knowing that it helps somebody does kind of brighten your mood a little bit. But because I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it everywhere that people feel bad, and I feel like this is a way to get it out there to help people to let them know that hey, here's this. Watch it, feel better, boom. Or understand that you aren't alone and that it is okay that you feel the way that you do. But you do not have to continue to stay that way. So that's my whole goal out of this is to give people a place of peace and to let them understand that you are not alone and that somebody loves you, whether it be me or whether it be God above. Because the truth is, and a very unpopular opinion, I know, and that's fine. But to people watching this, I do want you to know that if nobody on this planet ever seems like they love you, that God above does love you. He does. That He sent His only Son to die for everybody here so that we don't have to be sad or be upset, and that we can have somebody always in our corner to make us feel better and be happy. I know that isn't a unpopular opinion, but it is the truth. It very much is. So if you get nothing else out of this, even if you get mad at me saying that, I'm sorry, but that is the truth. That is something that I have come to learn on my own. And I want to help other people realize that. Is that the people of this world, some of them will love you, some of them won't. But no matter what, God will always love you. And I pray that He blesses everybody that watches this, even if you hate me. that would be just fine. But this is a place where you can come and you do not have to worry about us judging you. You do not have to worry about us criticizing you or demoralizing you, because that's not what I find funny. That's not what I enjoy doing. I want to lift people up. I want to make people feel better. I want to pass on the gift that I was given to others by God to help them understand that there is a better life to live. And if that is making you happy, making you laugh, making you forget about the problems that you have, even if it is for 15, 20 minutes, I consider that a big win. I do. And if this ever does get big and we go crazy, and if 10,000 people pull this video up 5 years later, and they're like, well, you said this and you said that, I will look you in the face and say, yeah, I did. And I will say it today. Because it is the truth. Everything I'm saying here is the truth. I'm not one who goes out of their way to lie. I do my best not to. But that's my goal. Is to make this a place where people can come to be happy. Of course, getting into what I was saying earlier, we do have other projects that we have been toiling with throughout the years, being comics and animated shows that we're making. I think we have a collective of 5 that we're working on, but there's more than that that we've come up with the ideas, but being it the two of us, it's kind of hard to do. But nonetheless, if it's something that we really want to do, we'll do it. But I just came on here because I wanted to pretty much do a solo story time about me and let you know what my actual intentions are throughout this whole deal. And to let you know that while yes, we're gonna have fun and do stupid stuff, I want it to come down to let people know that your feelings are okay and that there is somebody there to help you, even when you feel like there's not. But that's really it. But that's all I wanted to do. So I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you all for watching these short video. And maybe Matt would do his solo story time next about his whole deal for this. Matt, if you're watching this, hi, I hope you're having fun. And I love you, man. I do. I know we butt heads a lot. I know we might not see eye to eye on a lot of things. And like I said before, if this is something that you really want to do, I'll help you do it. And when it blows up, if it ever does, I will step to the side and let you have it if it comes down to it. So I will see you all. Maybe not in the next one because it might be Matt's solo, but in the next one that we're both doing something together. And hopefully after that we'll do more in depth on all the stories and projects that we're trying to make. And hopefully by then we'll have like a good more than 2 people being me and him to help work on them. So I appreciate everything that everybody here has done, even if you're only the one person that watches it. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. I'm not doing something at the mic this time. Don't worry. Bye.